Hello everybody. Now let's talk about that how we can create relationship uh, between the entities in Microsoft Access or LibreOffice base. We already did an exercise or a sample project of inventory management system, and we have created the conceptual, logical, and physical data models, and then we have created the tables for them. So all these smart tutorial video can be watched from the previous recordings. Now when we are going to create the relationship between the entities, uh, what we need to do, there are a few conditions for the relationship, and they are also called rules or condition. These need to be satisfied. Two rules are there: entity integrity rule or constraint, and referential integrity rule or a referential integrity constraint. The entity integrity rule or constraint says that each entity must have a primary key, and the condition for those is that the primary key value should neither be null or should not be empty. And the referential integrity constraint says that between when there is a relationship between two entities, one entity will carry the foreign key. And now the question is that where that foreign key will be added. So we are going to discuss that, but the condition for the foreign key is that the foreign key value must match the value of the primary key, and both should have same data types, and it may get from a foreign key may have null values. Now let's see how and where this foreign key will be added. So foreign key placement rules are based on the type of the relationship. If we have one-to-many relationship between two entity, for example, customer and order, one customer can have many orders. So the simple rule is that the foreign key will be placed on the many side. So many side is many orders. So foreign key customer ID will be placed here, and this customer ID is the primary key of this customer table. Now, if there is one-to-one relationship, so in case of one-to-one relationship, we have three options, but for the moment, you can only consider and to understand it quickly, you can put the foreign key on any side, on the employee side or the passport side. But if you want to learn it in more detail, we have a separate discussion on this. You can watch that. Here the simple that I will quickly explain is that, for example, employee has passport, but its passport depends on the employee. If the employee is there, then there may be the passport. And person has the profile, so profile and passport depends on the existence of the employee and the person. So here the simple rule is that put the foreign key on the dependent or dependent side. So profile depends on the person, so primary key of this will be used here in the profile as the foreign key. And mandatory mean that it is mandatory that there will be for each passport there will be a person. So this is the mandatory, and we have an extensive discussion on this, so you can see that. So this is the simple rule. But if we have many to many relationship, we cannot implement that directly in database management system. And the rule for adding foreign key is that you will split this. One order have many product, one product could be in many orders. So this is many to many relationship. So how we do it, we bring another entity in between these two, and that is called the associative entity or bridge table or junction table, that they connect these two tables. So the primary key of product and primary key of order will come here, and will become the foreign key. And these two will combinedly become the primary key of this order product entity on the table. So these are the simple three rules. Now let's see that in our last discussion we have created a database, inventory management system, and we have created six tables. Now we are going to create the relationship between these two in LibreOffice uh, base. Okay, so let me open LibreOffice, where we have created this inventory management system, and we have created all these tables. You can watch it from our previous discussion. Now I'm going to create the relationship between them. So for creating relationship, I will go to the tools menu, then relationship, and here add table window will be opened, and add all these tables one by one by double clicking here in this video, and it will be added to this area. Now is uh, we have from our physical database model, customer comes and they place order. So this is our customer, this customer place order. So I will take the order relation and will see whether there is the foreign key added or not. Okay. So in our previous, when you create the table, you have to add the foreign key. So this is customer ID, and I will check whether customer ID, yes, customer ID is here. So foreign key has been placed on the menu side, but I will have to check it whether it's data type, this data type, customer ID data type, and this ID data type must be same, as we already discussed that they should have same data type. So how I can identify if I drag it from here and put it release on top of it, and if it didn't create any error message, then it means that they have same data type. Otherwise you can go to the design, the edit window, and from there you can check it, and if they are not the same, you have to make the data type same. Now one order is processed by an employee in our physical data model. So let's take it this employee and see that where we have the foreign key. Okay, so this is employee ID is the primary key here, and here we have employee look here employee ID. Yes, so employee ID is here, and this is the primary key here, and here it is foreign key. Drag drop it here, which means that this order customer place many orders, and one employee helps in preparing that order. Now each order has been a products order detail. So bring it here and drag it and check it that this order order ID, and this is the order. Here it is primary key, and here it is foreign key. Why foreign key has been added in this order detail? Because there is, this is actually the junction table that we have split it from two table, from the order and the product, and they connect these two entities. So I will drag this order release on this, and it will be connected. Now each order contain product, so this is our product. Okay, I will expand it to see all the attributes, and then we'll be checking that whether there is the product ID. Yes, and this is the product ID, and we connected. So this is actually the ERD was like this. that one order, in one order there could be many product, and one product could be in many orders. So this was many to many relationship, but many to many relationship cannot be established. So we introduce this order detail as the junction table, and we already explained it that in this junction table the primary key of this order and primary key of this product will be added over here as the foreign key, and they will connect it, so the problem will be resolved. Now each product is supplied by a supplier. So this is our supplier, and supplier has supplier ID is the primary key, and here one supplier can supply many products, so product have many sides, so foreign key is added over here, supplier ID. Now you can see that this is the relationship is established, and once the relationship is successfully established and created, then you can start adding data to it, and creating forms and other operation. So before a relationship, it's establishing relationship, it is not recommended to add data, because they may violate the database management system rules, and the data will be inconsistent. So maybe in our next discussion we will be explaining that how we will be entering data to this database. Thank you.